Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of A Bit Off Topic, where we get a bit off topic from our normal podcast of talking about sports. If you see in the background today, we got some DC characters up. DC is going to be our main topics for today. It's me, your boy Soul Toes, with my man Cigar over here. How you doing today?
Going on, man? I got a new moniker. It's usually Cigar Loving Mac. Now it's
Uh-huh.
Cigar King South.
Cigar Kang
Cigar
South.
King South.
That's a
Yeah,
lot of syllables, but all right.
my new shit.
All right, fell on that last. So
It's like
today,
every
you
couple of years I'm gonna change.
right, I got you. So today you started watching some things, and you
Yep.
wanted to give me your spill on it. You finally watched Justice League. I don't
Finally.
know why you would do that, but you know. So what's your initial thoughts of the Zack Snyder Justice League before the Zack Snyder Justice League movie that's going to come out in a week?
So this was Joss Whedon's Justice League. This is the original movie, right?
Oh, okay.
So that's what I watched. I was entertained. Like I was entertained by the movie. But at the same time, I was also very confused by the movie. Like that's the craziest part about that movie. It, my biggest feeling about that movie is lament because I think they had something great, and I think they picked it up. I think they had something really, really great, man. Great action set pieces. The Flash, I thought added much needed levity to the movie situation. His chemistry was great with the rest of the team. You know, with him, I guess he was kind of like in the Spider-Man role, like the young kid. Listen, man, I'm talented, but I don't really do war. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I got you.
I thought that first action bit with the Amazons, I thought that was real breathtaking shit, man. Like the Amazon stuff, I could spend so much time in like Wonder Woman's like Amazonian like home, like that story. Like when Steppenwolf first appeared.
Oh, okay, right.
I thought it was really good, but I just couldn't help but be confused. Every time I look up, I'm Googling something.
Right.
This and about I'm not a hardcore DC fan. I'm definitely a casual fan. So some things I won't know, and I have to give myself a pass on that. But at the same time, I feel like some of this stuff I shouldn't have to know. If you're gonna do a DC Extended Universe movie, you kind of need to help bring me into the fold. So first, Steppenwolf, I was like, fucking Steppenwolf. Like I'm just not that into the comics to know who the fuck that is.
Right.
I Googled him. He's a general for Darkseid. I get it now. Like he's a big deal. He's a badass. He kind of looks a bit like the guy from Taken. I thought it was the guy from Taken in makeup.
Liam Neeson.
It was like Liam Neeson in a helmet.
Yeah, man. Them Amazons took his daughter. He had to come to Earth to take him back, and all hell broke loose. Box. Yeah, that's what happened.
There's just so much. Like I just don't feel like they built up to this person because in Superman versus Batman: Dawn of Justice, it was Doomsday, who was I think he was like what zombie Zod or something like that. Whatever.
So, Doomsday has a much better backstory in the comic books and the animated film. This creature that can't really die permanently.
Matter of fact, he didn't have a name at first, right? Like they just named him Doomsday.
Yeah. So like when Doomsday dies in the comic books and all that, he comes back to life, and you can't kill him the same way you did last time.
Yeah, last time.
Like that's his whole thing, and I don't want to say he's kind of like the Bane for Superman, because like Bane, all he really did was broke Batman's back, and all Doomsday really did was kill Superman. Like that's their big thing. So when they made it Zombie Zod, I was like, that's kind of weird, but they're kind of trying to put the story together. But we're not here about Dawn of Justice. We're talking about Justice League. And yeah, Steppenwolf, he's like you said, he's a general of Darkseid. He's one of the heavy hitters. Was it like Big Berta and
Grandma?
Yeah, Grandma got a name. Granny Goodness is her name. That old bastard of a lady, and a few others. He's up there with them. So I knew a little bit about Steppenwolf when the movie came out. But yeah, the whole Amazon scene and him coming to Earth the first time with the mother boxes, I thought it was neat to see because that's the first time we saw Green Lanterns and in this new universe they created.
Okay, okay,
All that.
like okay, so I'm gonna ride with you on that one. Dog, that could be his own movie. Like that little glimpse they gave, and this is what's so crazy about DC. They'll have some incredible scenes like that connected with bullshit. So I think that's my biggest note. My biggest takeaway is the great scenes that are weaving together with fucking toilet paper, right? Just flim. It's just not very much. It's not much there. Like the details of the thing just aren't there. That could, dude. You saw Zeus. I think you said it was Hercules. You saw a Green Lantern. Like you saw all of these mythic figures in this battle in good against good and evil with Steppenwolf from from however fucking long ago it was, thousands of years ago.
Right.
Why aren't we working on that as a movie? Like, why aren't we working on that as a story? Like, it was so frustrating because I had that thought over and over again. I kept thinking to myself, why haven't I been introduced to fucking Barry Allen in the DC extended universe yet before now?
Right.
This is my first look at Barry Allen, and I'm like, this is a good character. Like that guy's good as fucking the Flash. Like I really liked how his chemistry with Batman was. Like he was in awe of Batman, even though he's the one with the superpowers. Right. Like, superpowers.
Well, that's the thing. Like in the comic book, some of the comic books and some of the animated films, he is. He's a big fan of Batman. I don't know if because of detective work he does or
the
just
crime stuff. Yep, the crime activity.
Yep. And Batman has a respect for Flash because he's like, you do good clean work, and he has the not really police background, but forensic background, and all. There's a mutual respect between Flash and Batman. So it's neat to see how that starts. I still think it's weird that Flash is still young and Batman's so old in Justice League. That's always going to bother me. Yeah. I don't get it. But that's the choice they went with. But yeah, he had a comedic value, which he usually does. He's the I don't want to say he's the heart and soul, but he's that not so serious part of the Justice League. Calm down, guys.
It looks like and in the animated series, it appears that seems to be the him and Green Lantern. Like that's the role they play. Like they bring levity to the situation. Well, Green Lantern. It's been a couple of Green Lanterns.
Yeah, I was about to say it depends on
the young white guy, Hal. Yeah,
Hal Jordan. Yeah, he's kind of stuck up pilot.
Kind of an arrogant guy. Yeah.
John Stewart's the hardcore military guy, and Guy Gardner no one likes.
So the funniest scene with Flash was when he landed on Wonder Woman. Like they landed on top of each other, and like she's laying there like, and he realizes what's happening. He gets up and he's all like frazzled, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that was just real funny to me, right? Like that's just like that made me genuinely laugh. Like I really appreciate that. And from what I understand about that movie, they had to go back and reshoot some of that stuff because the main complaint when they first saw it was, damn dog, I ain't laughed one time. Like this is a little too heavy. So they went back and introduced some levity to the proceedings.
Oh, okay.
And loosened up a little bit. Aquaman, of course, was kind of funny when he sat on the lasso of truth or whatever, and he started spilling his guts.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of stuff. They had some good. After watching that movie, I think I'm more mad. I'm madder now before I watch it because I think before I watched it, I dismissed it as all bullshit. I was wrong. It's not all bullshit. They had some shit there, man. They had some great shit to work with, and they just didn't take enough care to the universe. I don't know if they were just not trying to copy Marvel too much or whatever it was. So you don't want to copy the formula of, small interconnected roles that flesh out stories. That way you get to know these characters before they join forces.
Right.
That's what it was. But man, I was kind of more upset after watching it because I'm like, dude, that could have been really fucking great.
Yeah.
But I say the guts of the thing was filled with bullshit. And it's like the Superman dying so early in a movie, and I'm like, in a series, and I'm like, that seems like that should like wrap up your extended universe project. Like the death of Superman should probably go off into the sunset like Iron Man did with the Avengers. Like that should be a big deal. Like,
well, I see what you're saying, but like the death of Superman in the comic books, it's never permanent. The whole thing. one of the most interesting parts about the death of Superman is how he died and how he comes back. So like to end it on that note, when most fans know that no, hold on, he comes back, he gets a black suit and all that. The world got to live on with him missing and all that.
And what happened with the black suit? He didn't have a black suit in this movie when they brought him back.
Let's check out the Snyder cut.
There we go. Okay, so that'll take us into the Snyder cut.
Right.
Snyder cut it looks as if he comes back, he dons the black suit. He's a bit edgier, I suppose. I don't know, man. I'm excited about the Snyder cut though. Like after watching this movie, I'm excited about the Snyder cut.
Right.
I know that sounds weird, but I just am. Like, I'm really excited about it. Like, I really feel like whatever I'm hoping whatever that Josh Whedon's version missed, that we can get it back.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping, because they're supposed to be fleshing out the big battle scene with Steppenwolf in the beginning more. They're supposed to do a little bit more of a Flash, the black suit. What was it? Who else? They're just supposed to be explaining. Oh, the nightmare scene, where it's like it's called as a nightmare scene, but I think it's more of a if Superman comes back crazy and he takes over type of deal. I think that's supposed to be longer. In the trailer, Joker shows up in there for whatever the Jared Leto Joker. So
yep. How does he fit? Yep. How does Jared Leto fit? Now I'm interested.
Yeah, so I hope they tie it all together, but it's supposed to be 4 hours long. I don't know how
that's gonna take me 2 days, dog. Just know when we do Snyder Cut Pod, it's gonna be in 2 parts. It's gonna be part 1, part 2. I can't watch that in one day, dog. I got ADD, okay? I can't. I can't do it. 4 hours. 3 hours is my max, dog. 3 hours, 6, I got.
Right.
That's why I say watch Irishman. It's like 3.5 hours. Like, dude.
Oh, the Irishman.
What's wrong with you? You retarded?
Yeah, Irishman. That's an interesting movie in itself. But yeah, DCEU is basically, to me, just a big missed opportunity. Like you mentioned before we got on here. There's a lot of great individual scenes they put in these movies, and then tying stuff together, it just doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
thought one scene that was unintentional comedy was they hit all 3 of the mother boxes, and the world of men were like, "Hey, dog, just put it about 2 feet in the ground in the middle of the floor somewhere." I could help it. I was like, "Dude, really? This is one of the objects. This is one of the most critical objects in the universe, and you just gonna dig it 2 feet deep and say, y'all, we good? We call it."
I mean, that basically sums up man right there. Yeah, it would be good. Yeah, that's good enough.
That's good. That's good enough government work. Yeah, that's it. That was the attitude. Yes.
Look, man, I'm about to be out the clock in a little bit. 2 feet's good enough.
2 feet good enough, dog. Hey, look, we're in the middle of nowhere. Nobody's ever gonna find this. Does it have like a beacon or a tracker or something like that? No, they didn't say nothing like that. So just put it right there. It's all good, baby. No protection. We don't need to put no charms around it. Nah, son. 2 feet deep. We getting out of here. Time to go for some beers. We be Steppenwolf. Woo!
Right. I mean, I don't even know why they gave it to man. Like this
I don't know why you give anything to us.
There had to been a better option. I mean, I get Atlanteans and Amazons, but
I don't know why you give anything to us.
Yeah,
we've shown we can't be trusted with shit. Okay, listen.
Do they even show them getting the mother box for man, or did they just get it?
That's the one that Cyborg had, because he had it from his father.
That's right, because they found it. Mm-hmm. Someone was probably walking and tripped over it and
tripped over it. Man, what's this? This looks cool.
Yeah. Right.
That's how we do. So,
right.
But they've done a good job promoting HBO Max. First of all, low key, probably the second best streaming service behind like Disney Plus. Like legit, they got some heat, dog. Hey, dog, you been on HBO Max? Have you been on it yet?
I'm always recommending HBO Max. What are you talking about? I'm talking about
okay.
Disney Plus is nice, but
they got some heat.
What you watching now on Disney Plus? Now that Wanda's over.
What
were you watching before Wanda?
Mandalorian over and over again, or Star
Right.
Wars.
Yeah. They got
But and that was the biggest criticism. But what I kept telling people was they're using that first year. They're using that first year to build the war chest to push the projects. So I could first year, you're right. Whatever you enjoyed at first, you probably got over it like a month or so, and it was like, what am I paying for this? And then Mandalorian hit, and it was like, oh shit, this is what I'm paying. Then Mandalorian hit again, it was like, oh shit, now Wanda. So now we're into it finally. It took a little while, but
you know what I mainly use Disney Plus for? I watched the intros to them 90 cartoons. That's about it. The X-Men.
Last time I was on Disney Plus, I watched the Legacy Marvel stuff, the Fox cartoons, the X-Men, stuff like that. I watched that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I don't even watch the episode.
HBO Max got some heat, though. I mean, my wife, she'll be a thing. Look, this motherfucker will watch fucking what's that show with Sheldon? God damn it.
Big Bang Theory?
She'll watch Big Bang Theory. I promise.
Yeah, man. I've been watching on HBO Max.
Between Big Bang Theory and fucking regular show, we are on HBO Max.
Oh, regular show, yeah.
Regular show for me. Yeah. HBO, they've done a good job, like really pushing that platform, like really pushing the Snyder Cut movie, and I think actually they've gotten me excited for a DC movie that I wasn't excited. That's the only reason I went back and watched the original one, because of the promotion that we had been seeing. That's the only reason I went back and watched it.
Right. To be honest,
but I'm also disappointed,
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad I get HBO Max for free because I got AT&T.
Yeah, me too.
Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have. I
had it.
For it. But yeah, I'm getting caught up on all the DC shows like Justice League and cartoon and Unlimited
Injustice.
They got all that. They got the original animated Batman series on there. Plenty of stuff to watch on there.
It's heat. Yeah.
I thought about watching the Justice League movie again before I see the Snyder Cut, but I'm good.
He said I'm good.
I remember what I need to remember.
I had to watch it because I'd never seen it, and I've been bashing it. I wasn't bashing it. I was bashing. I wasn't bad. I was only bashing it because I heard people like you. Like, I respect you, right? Like, so I know when you say it's trash, right? Because when me and you both saw that fucking last Star Wars movie, we both, I think, went through it together, right? Like, it was so bad. So when you said it was bad, I was like, okay, let me go watch it. Now, I actually enjoyed the movie, but honestly, God, looking at it from a movie's perspective, it's still bad, right? Like, even though I enjoyed it, it's still bad. And I guess, some people say the same thing about that last Star Wars film. Same thing. Like, oh, yeah, it's bad, but I liked it because it's Star Wars. And I get how you could feel that way, but I'm too deep of a fan in Star Wars to be like,
I
can't let this go.
So episode 7 and 8, I was good with. I enjoyed them, but 9,
me too.
It just pissed me off.
And then your boy J.J. Abrams is gonna he's getting his hands in this fucking DC cookie jar. Like, he's just going around fucking murdering franchises. Like, dude.
I mean, so I went back and looked at his filmography, and it's not that bad. Like,
it's not that bad. It's just that the Star Wars stuff is really killed it. I didn't mind. Some people hated his Star Trek take. I didn't mind those Star Trek movies, but I'm also not a hardcore Star Trek fan.
Right. Yeah, I only saw the first one. I didn't see the 2 sequels after that, but I enjoyed the first one.
His Star Trek movie is the reason that I think that the only choice for the fucking live action Thrawn will be Benedict Cumberbatch, because he played a perfect fucking villain in that Star Trek movie. Like, I think he'd be a perfect Thrawn. But apparently a report just came out today. He said he's never gonna be Panic Blue. And I'm like,
they already got a character to play him.
It's the same guy that plays him in the animated.
Yeah, and I didn't know that. I think you told me that.
Yeah.
But
I call him Le Chief's little brother then.
Yeah, that dude.
Le Chief's little brother then.
Yeah, I didn't know he had a brother, but it's neat to see Disney pull all that together. J.J. Abrams. I like Watchmen, but I don't know, the Zack Snyder thing. If it's a comic book, I'm gonna watch it eventually. So, especially DC characters like these. So, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go see it. And
The really, if you're a Warner Brothers exec and you're really sitting back looking at what you had and what you wasted, dog, it's like wasting a hand in spades in which you probably had two jokers and a fucking like a king of spades. Like you had some heat. Marvel, don't listen. What people don't understand about the Marvel characters is Marvel created what was around like Iron Man, Captain America. Like I think for most people, everybody knew of Captain America, everybody knew of Iron Man. I don't know if we were this sort of emotionally invested. I know I wasn't. I did not give a fuck about Steve Rogers or fucking Iron Man until the MCU. Right? Dude, the fucking DC had Heat, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, like dude, like they got big spades out here and you fucking wasted them. Like, dude, what happened? Like, I'll probably never be able to get over how that happened because the MCU, they chose to take some obscure characters like the Guardians of the Galaxy and make them into big stars. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a real side oddball kind of Ant-Man. We're gonna make Ant-Man to a fucking big deal. Like, wait, what? And it works every time. Meanwhile, you got Warner Bros. Over here with heavy hitters, like real legendary heavy hitters, and nobody cares, bro. Like, it's so weird. It's so weird. That's fun with a bag, dog. I mean, obviously movies make money, but they ain't hit that MCU money.
No, not at all. And if it weren't for the MCU, like those movies would be considered great. Like some of the DC movies bring in 6, 7.
Now that we know what
100 billion, like, not 100 billion, 600, 700 million,
$700 million. Yeah.
But it's like, well, MCU's cranking out $1 billion movies.
$2 billion box.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like,
yeah,
are they really that bad? I think they're just bad compared to the MCU, but also I think they're kind of bad because they kind of seem all over the place sometimes.
They don't make you care about those guys on screen. Like we only care about Batman because they do a new Batman movie every 5 years.
Right?
Same with maybe Superman, but like Wonder Woman, they kind of did that. Flash, the Barry Allen I'm connected to is the one on the damn CW show.
Right.
I know the most, right? And now that I've seen this new guy on screen, I like what I see. Like, damn, dog, why I gotta wait to 2022 to get my first look at Flash? What the fuck? Like, that's the first Flash movie. It's stupid. So I don't know. It's just I hope they get together. I'm really intrigued about the Snyder Cut, but continuing kind of with the DC universe kind of extension. Today, all day, I watched DC properties. I watched Justice League all day. I watched Justice League War. I watched Justice League, Justice League War, Justice League Flashpoint Paradox, and Justice League Doom.
Right.
Now, those are the animated Justice League properties. And man, I love them.
Right.
They're really great.
Before we get into that, gonna take a little break.
Yeah, we'll take a little break.
We'll hit that up in the next episode real quick. But just want to do something real quick. A man watched Justice League, something I wouldn't recommend, but it's something you need to watch so you can understand how DC just keeps doing this. You can't keep letting it happen. But we're both excited for the Snyder Cut, and we'll see how that goes. So this is a quick little thing for now, and then we'll be back with some more DC stuff.